us for the 2020 Student Recognition Ceremony. My name is John Hammond, Assistant Professor of Biology. It is my honor and privilege to serve as tonight's MC. I would like to introduce Acting President Dr. Michelle Majesty for tonight's welcome. Michelle.
Good evening. Welcome students, faculty, staff, family, friends, and guests. This is an evening dedicated to honoring the accomplishments of you, our Marian students. While usually we would gather in the Stair Auditorium for this event, tonight we are gathered virtually. All I can say is thank God for technology, as the show must go on. While I would prefer to be in the same room with you, this is a safe and reasonable alternative for all of us. Who knows? Maybe a new sitcom idea will be born of this evening's video celebration. We have an exciting agenda, so welcome again, and let's get started.
Thank you, President Majeski. We're so glad you could join us to celebrate our students' success tonight. I would next like to invite Sister Edie Cruz forward to lead us in prayer.
Good evening, and we pray. Loving God, we come to you from near and far to celebrate and recognize these students who have gone above what's expected to excel in bigger things. Bless us as we thank and lift up the students and groups who so deserve our praise. We recognize that our blessings come from you, and without you, we are nothing. Let us lift up our voices and accolades to the students and groups. We ask this in Jesus' name, amen.
Thank you, Sister Edie. While a bit unconventional, we thank you for joining us in this opportunity to recognize student accomplishments both inside and outside the classroom. Our first set of awards recognizes students for their academic achievements and commitment to scholarship. I would like to invite Tammy Chapin, Assistant Professor of Nursing and the Nursing Learning Specialist, and Grant Moreau, Director of Alumni Relations, to present these awards.
Each year, faculty and staff organize various activities that raise money for the Faculty Staff Scholarship Fund to award several students.
This year, recipients of these scholarships were nominated and accepted by faculty in their respective college. And the Faculty Staff Scholarship Committee are proud to announce that each recipient this year will receive a $500 scholarship.
The Faculty Staff Scholarship recipients from the College of Arts, Sciences, and Letters are
I'm not sure if that was heard, but it was Alejandro Alonso, undeclared.
Cal Klusendorf, Biology.
Alexis McDonald, Communication.
Diane Meister, Chemistry.
Jasmine Ramirez, History. This year's recipients of the Faculty Staff Scholarship from the College of Professions include
Jenna Beechler, Special Education.
Nicole Buckley, Nursing.
Candace Escobedo, Early Childhood Education.
Brianna Koopman, Nursing.
And Kaylin Turdot, Nursing.
Congratulations to our award recipients. Every year, a committee is brought together to discuss and select a student of the year. Faculty and staff are asked to nominate an exemplary senior who excels in the area of academics, community, future, growth, leadership, mission and values, service, and teamwork. All of the nominated students have experienced personal growth and contributed significantly to the university community in these different areas. Throughout the evening, we will be highlighting accomplishments about each student. The nominating faculty or staff member will introduce their nominee tonight. I invite Math and Science Learning Specialist Kelsey Biney to assist me in recognizing the first of our nominees.
Thank you. In her career, in the community, and her various formal and informal mentoring roles on campus, Ashley Black lives a life of service. She's authentic, bringing her whole self to every experience and interaction she has. Her authenticity looks and sounds like honesty, positivity, empathy, and empowerment. She is driven. Whether filling whiteboards with an organizational analysis or mitral regurgitation charts, Ashley perseveres through challenges to achieve her goals and inspires others to do the same. She is emerging as a reflective self-advocate who is confident in her own worth, skills, and experiences, and is able to compassionately share this with others. She's an inspiration for me, her peers, and us all to live a life of joy, service, and connection. For these reasons and more, I nominate Ashley Black for the 2019-2020 Student of the Year.
Thank you, Kelsey, and congratulations, Ashley. I would now like to invite Dr. Janice Briggs to recognize our next nominee.
A phenomenal leader and aspiring lawyer, this person embodies Marian's core values of community, learning, social justice, spiritual tradition, and service. A recent recipient of Marian's Social Justice Award at the annual Embracing Cultural Roots show, Akila is a force to reckon with. She goes above and beyond to ensure that people feel respected, valued, and appreciated in all aspects of their lives. She volunteers with the Shegwin Elementary School, Women's Empowerment Series Fond du Lac, and Fond du Lac High School, all while balancing her academics. I am so proud of Akila Grace and can't wait to see the amazing things she'll continue to do beyond Marian. It is truly my honor to nominate her for the 2020 Student of the Year Award.
Congratulations, Akila. They're very deserved. Our next award was created in honor of Carol Reichenberger, who served the Marian community as Vice President of Student Affairs from 1998 to 2003. I invite Kate Candy, Vice President of Student Life and Dean of Students, to come forward to present the Spirit of Marian Award.
Good evening. Before I talk about the nominees, I would like to tell you a little bit more about Carol Reichenberger, with whom this award is being named for. In life and work, for that matter, you rarely encounter someone that leaves such a profound and indelible imprint on an organization. And it leaves you forever changed. You're never the same for knowing them. Carol Reichenberger was that for Marian University. The Spirit of Marian Award is in recognition of her. During the years that Carol worked here at Marian, she diligently advanced the mission of the Marian and as an advocate for all students. I was fortunate to have known Carol for many years, and I can say firsthand, she passionately dedicated herself to serving students. Countless students have been beneficiaries of her life lessons, as well as her kind and generous heart. Carol never had children of her own, and as a result, she treated each and every Marian University student as if they were her own personal responsibility, as though they were her own children. When asked, most that knew her remember fondly her contagious laugh, her pride, and love for all things Marian. When asked, tonight we honor the memory of Carol's service and devotion to the university with the Spirit of Marian Award. The purpose of this award is to recognize one student whose contribution to the university community best exemplifies the spirit, love, kindness, and devotion that Carol had for students. This year's nominees are an outstanding sampling of our current student body. They continue to embody the values that Carol held dear. Before I announce tonight's recipients, I'd like to ask all the nominees to be recognized as I call their names. Atasia Bowers, Emily Grunwald, Kari Harris, Mia McDonald, Gregory Robinson III. Thank you all for your generous spirit, support, and passion for Marian University. Tonight's Spirit of Marian Award has been described as a cheerleader depicted in a quality movie about teen angst. The person who roots for the underdog, sits with the loner in the lunchroom, tutors the failing student, helping the basketball player, oozes school spirit with an unmatched positive energy. The nominator continues to say, this student loves Marian and does all they can do to make it better. From getting involved in clubs and organizations to taking the time out of their busy schedule to drop everything and provide a listening ear to someone who was struggling. They are athletic and artistic and incredibly humble about their amazing talents. They never have a negative thing to say about others, and they are quick to find the positive in most every situation. They also really love to laugh, a laugh that is unique and infectious. They help the campus community enjoy their experiences through their involvement with the Marian Activities Committee, encourages others to stay healthy and active in the Outdoor Adventure Club, works to create a policy to enhance the student environment by serving as a student-centered officer, and shares smiles and happiness through their involvement in SASH, where this club secretary completes her emails with comments like, enjoy this photo of a smiling penguin next to a blue shoe. They've also been a huge supporter of the TRIO Student Support Services program, serving as a peer leader, helping first-year students transition to life in college. In the words of one of their current mentees, she is a great person and I strive to become like them. Through her dedication to the Marian community and the spirit in which she serves it, one can truly see the spirit of Marian and Carol Reichenberger in this year's recipient. Congratulations to Emily.
Congratulations, Emily. We would now like to recognize two other nominees for the Student of the Year Award. Our third Student of the Year was nominated by very many people. These include Dr. Amy Hennings, Professor Jennifer Schultz, Professor Gina Boson, Dr. Sierra Kidder, Dr. Jonathan Naku, Anna Conyer, Shelby Davis, and Juliet Lockwood. Dr. Hennings and Anna Conyer will present our nominee, Grace Howe.
We are honored to nominate Grace Howe for Student of the Year. Grace is one of the most special people to walk through Marion's campus. She will graduate this spring with a degree in psychology and truly embodies the entirety of Marion's mission statement. Grace is someone who puts others before herself, no matter what she has on her own plate.
She has worked hard to raise awareness on campus regarding sexual assault and mental health awareness, exampled by her organizing with Hannah the What Were You Wearing exhibit the last 2 years and coordinating the Fight the Stigma Week for spring 2020. She has volunteered at children's hospitals and at the Women's Empowerment Series in Fond du Lac. She has also presented during Marian University's symposium on the topic of What Were You Wearing and Other Narratives That Silence Survivors. She is also working on research with a colleague and 2 psychology professors related to sexual assault on campuses.
Grace amazes us with her kind ways, happy disposition, and love for helping others. In the midst of all her accomplishments, she works very hard on campus as a student mentor, one-stop manager, Green Dot trainer, vice president of Students United Against Violence Everywhere, vice president of Love Your Melon, and secretary of the Psychology Club.
As Grace pursues her future goals of going on to graduate school in the field of psychology, focusing on child life studies, we know she will excel at whatever she does, and the children will be blessed to have a great individual working with them. As one nominator stated, Grace loves from the deepest part of her heart, and when she wants something, she will be the best at it.
She is truly extraordinary, and I will forever be grateful that this university brought us together. Congratulations, Grace, on your nomination for Marian University Student of the Year.
Congratulations, Grace. I would now like to invite Associate Professor of Social Work, Brenda Stuber, to present our 4th nominee for Student of the Year.
Good evening, everybody. It is with great honor that I would like to introduce Macy Canese as the Student of the Year. Macy Canese exemplifies the true mission of Marian through her passion and dedication to being the best she can be for herself, the university, and the whole community. Macy has endless level of energy. She's always willing to learn beyond her limits, and she's always willing to serve in any way, especially compassion to help others. And she has impacted the lives of hundreds of people during her educational journey at Marian. I'm so honored and blessed that I've had the privilege to work alongside and educate this young lady while she has cultivated many skills and has the necessary confidence level to be a true difference maker in our world. Congratulations, Macy, on your nomination for Student of the Year.
Congratulations, Macy, and thank you, Brenda. This year, we introduced new awards to recognize the talented work of our students and their efforts in programming and events. I would like to invite Kathy Mathwig, Associate Vice President for Mission and Dean of Academic Advising, to present these awards.
Good evening, everyone. Marian University is guided by our mission and core values. When students first arrive on the Marian University campus, they learn and experience the core values during orientation. Our core values of community, learning, service, social justice, and spiritual traditions carry them through their experiences as a student, and then guides them as they become alumni. This year, we accepted nominations for programs and events that reflect our core values, and it is my pleasure to award 4 programs in that honor. The first is the Program of the Year for Community. The Community Program of the Year award goes to a brand new program on campus. It brought together the talents of our students and the Fond du Lac community. The event included 11 student performances, a play performed by local elementary and middle school students, and awards recognizing social justice efforts on campus. As one nominator remarked, this event was very successful in terms of showcasing leadership, positive representation of ethnic identity and culture, and left a strong feeling of revitalizing energy long after the event itself. While the organizers hoped to have about 100 in attendance, they were surprised and excited by having over 200 attendees. This event truly brought us together as a community to learn from each other through dignity and respect. The Community Program of the Year award is given to BSU's groundbreaking event, Embracing Cultural Roots, Read Between the Lines. The Program of the Year for Learning goes to a program that was put in place when an educational need was identified by students and faculty. The main objective is to acquire fellow peers who are willing to aid in reviewing coursework with underclassmen. In the absence of TAs, this program helps provide students a less intimidating atmosphere in which to ask questions and learn from one another. We are proud to recognize this year's Learning Program of the Year, the Student Nursing Academic Assistance Program organized by MUSNA, and specifically co-SNAP chairs Ashley Bauer and Callie Malter. Program of the Year for Service. This year's program goes to a student organization that decided they wanted to incorporate more community service into their experience. They went out into the community and made a difference in the lives of 15 youth who come from difficult family environments. Working with a local agency, students provided a Christmas party where they decorated cookies, played games, handed out stockings, and had positive conversations with the youth. The students running the event also benefited as they were able to learn more about the experience of these children in our community. This year's recipient of the Service of the Year award goes to the Criminal Justice and Homeland Security Club for their A-Stop Christmas party. Program of the Year, Social Justice. This year's award goes to a program that is in its 3rd year at Marian University. It tackles the tough topic of sexual assault and harassment during the month of April by allowing survivors to anonymously tell their story. In the words of the organizers, the exhibit shows that sexual assault and harassment can happen to everyone, and more importantly, it shows survivors they are not alone. While normally taking place in the Saber Cave, this year's organizers quickly pivoted to a virtual exhibit in response to coronavirus. While no easy task, they quickly jumped into action, making sure the stories of the survivors would not be lost in this new environment. I am proud to recognize What Were You Wearing, curated by Grace Howe and Hannah Konar, as this year's recipient of the Social Justice Program of the Year. Congratulations to all our winners.
Congratulations, one and all. Our 5th Student of the Year nominee is Shania Rigsby, nominated by Assistant Professor of Communication, Dr. Patricia Hernandez.
Shania Rigsby, communication major with a minor in psychology, is a force to be reckoned with. However, she is more than what will appear on her transcripts. What you won't see on her transcripts is what matters most. You see, Shania was an orphan. She was thrown into the foster system. She has battled and grinded both in the class and on the basketball court to be the talented and successful mover and shaker that she is today. Shania started Marian's Black Student Union. It has grown exponentially each year since. The BSU has brought the house down with powerful, diverse campus events. Shania embodies and lives out loud Marian's core values. Shania works at the homeless shelter here in Fond du Lac. She volunteers throughout the community at the Boys and Girls Club, the Salvation Army, the Arc of Fond du Lac, and she writes powerful stories for the Saber Boys. Shania tells stories that matter. This past summer, she interned with the news anchor Caroline Clifford at one of Detroit's top news stations, WXYZ. She knows the power of her voice to help others, and she will continue to share people's stories as a journalist to shed light on social justice issues. Most recently, Shania was one of 20 recipients competitively selected for the ProPublica Diversity Scholarship for Aspiring Journalists. Shania has conducted research on beauty standards in mainstream media and the effects they have on African American women. Shania's goal is to work as a journalist focusing on racial issues and mental health. It is for this reason and many more that I'm proud to nominate Shania as the 2019-2020 Student of the Year. And this is my last year here at Marian, so I'm a little emotional. Thank you.
Congratulations. I would also like to invite Assistant Professor of Business, Jessica Little, on behalf of Tracy Ebler, who nominated Greg Robinson. Professor Little also nominated Greg for the Spirit of Marian Award.
Some students attend Marian to receive an education and degree to put them on a successful career path. Some attend to play sports, some attend to gain experiences, make friends, and build lasting relationships. Some take advantage of programs like TRIO, work study, get involved in student organizations, and finding internships. Some, like Greg Robinson, do it all. His leadership as an RA, president of the Diversity Club, an active member of the Saber Boys, has brought a special vitality to the Marian community. He seems to know everyone, and everyone knows him. He has given as much to our Marian community as he has received. Greg made the best of the Marian experience and is an example of what we hope for in every student. Greg lives the spirit of the university and is the best cheerleader Marian has had. It is for those reasons that I am proud to present Gregory Robinson III as one of the deserving nominees for Student of the Year.
Congratulations, Greg. I would like to next ask Student Senate President Brock Weston to present the Sister Marie Scott Award.
Thank you, Dr. Hammond. First off, I would like to thank everyone that made this award possible. The appreciation for faculty and staff can sometimes be lacking, and I feel this award and a nomination for this award serve as an excellent example of the truly deep appreciation we as students have for the tireless work put in by the faculty and staff. Secondly, I would like to thank those individuals that nominated these deserving individuals for this outstanding award. I believe as the awareness of this prestigious award rises, the difficulty of selecting the winner will follow suit. The recipient of the Sister Marie Scott Award is a faculty or staff member that is dedicated to serving the students. This individual embodies servant leadership. The recipient of this award is an individual that exemplifies service and the focus of student-centeredness. I would like to recognize this year's nominees, Dr. Sean Fitzpatrick and Dr. John Hammond. Our winner this year has met all these criteria and more. He has been described as always going above and beyond to help ensure the students are learning and finding interactive ways to emphasize the learning. He is always available to help and is an amazing example of the core values of Marian. This year's winner lives the mission of Marian every day, and his commitment has not gone unnoticed. It is my honor to congratulate the recipient of the Sister Marie Scott Award for 2019-2020, Dr. Sean Fitzpatrick.
Congratulations, Sean. We would now like to recognize our final two nominees for the Student of the Year Award. Our first nominee is Megan Schwob, nominated by Kelsey Biney, Penny Reese, Emily Grunwald, and Brock Weston. Emily will present Megan's nomination.
Thank you, Dr. Hammond. As a lifelong learner dedicated to service, Megan truly embodies Marian's core values. She's a natural educator and can't help but help others around her as a mentor, a tutor, a teacher, and a friend. She is a generous, curious, and passionate advocate for education, equality, and self-care. She is a humble and enthusiastic leader who works for justice in her community. I remember the first time that I met Megan, my freshman year, that she was so positive and inclusive, that she was my go-to person for various struggles that I've experienced. My science expert that is always willing to help me, and most importantly, now one of my best friends. Words can't describe how proud and happy I am for Megan as she continues on to her future endeavors. I know she will succeed in anything that she pursues because Megan is a strong, powerful, confident, and successful individual. Megan has been able to take her own struggles, conquer them, and proceed to help others who are experiencing their own struggles. Her involvement at Marian has been broad, her impact profound, and her presence valued greatly by those around her. This is why I, on behalf of all of those who nominated her, believe that Megan is deserving of the Student of the Year Award.
Congratulations, Megan. Our final Student of the Year nominee this evening is Brock Weston, nominated by Dr. Jessica Little, Penny Reese, and Megan Schwob. I would like to invite Megan to present Brock's nomination.
There we go. Thank you. The first time I remember talking to Brock, I'm going to be honest, I was a bit intimidated by him. He seemed like he had his entire life together and planned out. Little did I know that after only a couple conversations, I would soon realize that we were more similar than I thought. Put together on the outside, but stressed out on the inside. He works hard to help the people around him when they need it, and will always be the first one to offer a shoulder to lean on in times of need. He leads and mentors in a way that others want to be a part of what he's involved in, knowing he is staying true to the mission and values of Marian University. He academically has a stellar grade point average, while the president of Student Senate, involved in various clubs, working at One Stop, and a teammate on the Marian men's varsity hockey and volleyball team. Through his vast leadership on campus, Brock has demonstrated to all Marian students That to succeed, not only should you support and challenge yourself, but the people around you as well. Brock has always noticed the best in the people around him, and when they don't see it themselves, he never lets them forget that their best is still there. On behalf of all of his nominators, I am proud to nominate Brock as the Student of the Year.
Congratulations, Brock. I now invite President Majewski to present the President's Cup.
Tonight, it is my great privilege to announce this year's President Cup winner. Each year, the President's Cup Award is given to a student organization that amplifies excellence in embracing Marian's core values. The criteria used in selecting the winner has 4 categories: student involvement and leadership, Marian University and community involvement, professional development, and programming. I would like to recognize each of the applicants for this award: BSU, Black Student Union, and SMA, Science and Math Association. Like each year, selecting this year's President Cup winner was by no means an easy task. Our student organizations represent some of the best things at Marian: a sense of belonging, providing service in the community, furthering their educational experiences, and advocating for others. Both of these organizations definitely excelled in these areas. However, only one could be selected. The recipient of this year's President's Cup has had a very successful year. Their reach of influence at Marian and within the community is as diverse as the talents of their members. While providing a sense of belonging to their members, they have also opened up the eyes of youth in finding their own place someday in higher education. They have been involved in various professional development opportunities throughout the year and programming initiatives, from basketball tournaments to a month-long showcase of culture. A month of activities is no easy feat, yet they did it well, often collaborating with different departments and student organizations on campus. And as you heard earlier, as part of that month, they successfully created what was most likely will become their signature program. This student organization has done an incredible job in their 3 years of existence to leave an impactful and lasting mark on our community. Congratulations to this year's President Cup recipients, Black Student Union.
Congratulations. I next invite Kate Candy to present the Student of the Year Award.
Hello again. Throughout the evening, we have listened as each nominee's biography was read. We have learned something new and interesting about each of these students, and while we say this each year, it's a very difficult decision. This year has been extraordinarily challenging. Let's recognize these 8 outstanding students one more time. Ashley Black, Akila Grace, Grace Howe, Macy Canese, Shanna Risby, Gregory Robinson III, Megan Schwob, and Brock Weston. I've been doing this for many, many years, and this year it's gotten even more difficult in this selection. I feel so very sorry for the selection committee that had to make a decision here. Each of these students have been an outstanding representative of our mission and our core values during their time at Marian University. And we are so proud and excited to see what their future holds and to eventually be able to celebrate all of their accomplishments with them in person someday soon. So yes, this has been a very challenging and weird year. Who would have thought you would be attending a virtual award ceremony tonight? This year was also unusual that we received a joint nomination for 2 students who also received nominations independent of each other. And so instead of fighting against the flow of this unusual year, we're going to embrace it. We've tossed out the handbook of normalness and have awarded 3 Student of the Year awards. One of the nominators had these lasting words to say about one of our recipients. Everything they have ever done has truly been from the bottom of their heart and is always for others, never for themselves. On behalf of Marian, thank you for leaving your mark on this university and giving so many people your time without ever asking for anything in return. And from the joint nomination, I'm nominating 2 students as one nomination as they often work together for the greater good. While both are excellent students and worthy of Student of the Year on their own, this seems like a perfect time to recognize teamwork and collaboration, knowing that these 2 heads are better than one. They exemplify everything that we want out of a Marian graduate and will become examples of excellence as alumni. Those sentiments could be said about all 3 of these year's recipients. I am proud to announce that this year's students or Student of the Year recipients are Grace Howe, Megan Schwob, and Brock Weston. Congratulations. Bravo. So proud of you all. We miss you so very much. A virtual hug all around.
Because of the weirdness of doing this virtually, I would like to take a moment. If we were doing this in person, we'd have a very large round of applause for everyone that's been nominated and awarded tonight. So please, wherever you are, feel free to do that. This now concludes our evening, and I thank you all for your support of our outstanding students, exemplified through your presence here tonight. Thank you to our award presenters. Your dedication to students and interest in their success is apparent and greatly appreciated. Congratulations again to all of our award nominees and recipients. Your honors are well earned, and we thank you for your commitment and contributions to ensuring that the Marian community continues to thrive. You motivate us, and during times of such uncertainty, you inspire us. We are so grateful that you are part of our community and look forward to when we congratulate you in person on your success. Have a wonderful evening, and as the screen says, please join us in virtual meeting celebrations if you'd like to congratulate any of our nominees or recipients individually. Thank you very, very much, and have a wonderful week.